Hello. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. Or, you know, not. If you're watching this not on Tuesday, then that's cool. That's cool too. Hey, Teamworm. So what the hell are we doing? We're not doing Godot stuff yet. We're going to read about Godot stuff, and then we're going to do Godot stuff. Not Tuesday, gang? Yeah, right. You can't fool me. You're here. It's Tuesday. Don't be like that. I get confused enough. Don't do this to me. So today, Tuesday, we're gonna keep reading through the Godot tutorials, I suppose. It seems like the next thing on the list. We did 2 of them last time. We created our first script, which we made. Hold on, let's go back. We made this. We just made a thing that spun in circles. So apparently now we're going to listen to player input, and you know, let's go up there. Be up there. So I assume we're gonna take that same thing and then we're gonna make it so like we can press buttons and like move around. Probably. Seems reasonable. So let's I don't know, let's find out. Listening to player input. Building upon the previous lesson, creating your first script, let's look at another important feature of any game. Giving control to the player. Yeah, sure. To add to this, we need to modify our sprite 2d.gd code. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I'm gonna actually edit some code. I don't know how to do that. I don't code, yo. You have 2 main tools to process the player's input in Godot. The built-in input callbacks, mainly _unhandled _input, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, like _process, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. It's a built-in virtual function that Godot calls every time the player presses a key. It's the tool you want to use to react to events that don't happen every frame, like pressing space to jump. To learn more about input callbacks, see using input event. Okay, so something about it makes it specifically valuable if it isn't something that happens at every single frame. But if it happens at every single frame, like some kind of thing that would update every frame, we don't want to use that. Okay. The input singleton. A singleton is a globally accessible object. Godot provides access to several in scripts. It's the right tool to check for input every frame. Okay, well, nice. They just told us the other thing. Okay. Interesting. We're going to use the input singleton here as we need to know if the player wants to turn or move every frame. Okay. Now that, honestly, that sounds like jump would fall under that as well. Like you would want to know every frame if the player wanted to jump. Oh well, whatever. I think I can still conceptualize the ideological differences. Okay, for turning, we should use a new variable, direction. In our _process, open parenthesis, close parenthesis function, replace the rotation plus equal angular _speed times delta line with the code below. Okay. Okay, so then we got to get set up in our previous project. So let me open that. That was just our first script. Maybe because it's not a continuous input. Yeah, that would make sense. I wish they were a little bit more clear about that, but yeah, like you have a continuous direction. It seems reasonable. Okay, is this the thing? Also Godot. Ooh. Damn, Godot resets your window size. So I tried to make this fit like perfectly because you don't see the very top bar. And I was like, well, if I just have it not quite maximized. There we go. It'll fit perfectly on screen, and we won't have any ugly bars at the bottom because the aspect ratio is wrong because you guys don't see the top little bar. But then when you close it and reopen it, it doesn't remember your size. Okay, so I think this is the right thing. But I don't immediately see what I'm looking for. So let me go back. Let's go back. It's in the process function. And we need to replace that rotation. I remember this. I don't remember where the process function is. The worst case scenario, we're going to have to like go back into the previous tutorial to find where the hell it would actually be. But, nope, right there. There we go. I just can't read. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to replace this whole fucking thing. We're replacing this whole thing. Replace the line with the code below. Okay, they've got a copy button. So, just there you go. Hey. Okay, so this doesn't work like I thought it would. I thought, you know, like a word processor, if you highlight a thing and then you paste, it would delete that thing. That's not the case. It just pasted it before it. Oh, no, it didn't. It just has that at the end of it? Hold on. I'm going back. It does. It just has a similar looking thing at the end. Okay. All right. Oh, boy. Oh my. It already seems like I'm not cut out for coding. It's fine. It's fine. It's like a video game. I can fuck it up a million times as long as eventually I get it right. And that's all that matters. Nobody will care. All right, so now we're going to go back and read about what that fucking means. Our direction local variable is a multiplier representing the direction in which the player wants to turn. So it's not the direction in which they're going, it's the direction in which they want to be going. Which I guess that makes sense. Like you press like the right key or like right on the D-pad and that means you want to go right. Steam recap is out. Oh my god, everybody does recaps. I just don't trust them. Based on how wrong my Twitch one was. I need to go back through it and collect exactly what was wrong with it. The spike in playtime in November for you is comical because your time off started. Look, you gotta stay busy, you know? I should check out mine. I'm assuming, God, what it's gonna be like. You played Destiny a bunch, and then what else? You played some Temetsi, and some other random shit. But most of my gaming has been Genshin Impact and Baldur's Gate 3. But both of those are off Steam. Oh, you were playing COD mostly. COD's not fun, but it's so uninspired these days. But then again, so is Destiny. You like grinding challenges. All right, you know, to each their own. To each their own. It's got good gunplay. It certainly has good gunplay. You didn't choose your brain. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. The only thing I've ever found appealing in COD has been zombies. It's fun to like run around with your friends and try to solve puzzles. Once they added puzzle things into it, it was fucking sweet. Although we only did the Black Ops ones. And I think only like the first two. You're 95% zombies. Okay, all right, well. Opinion of you has increased. It went down a little bit when you said you were doing COD a bunch, and now it's back up. You've restored your standing. It got more and more ridiculous after Blops 1. Yeah, I don't know when they started doing actual puzzles. Right? When zombies first came out, it was just like you build walls and shoot stuff and like that's it. You gotta like manage the money you have to build walls and buy guns and kill stuff. But then eventually they put like weird, God, I can't even remember. The first one we played, it's like a canal city, and I think Jeff Goldblum is a character, and it's like Cthulhu-y. I'm pretty sure we talked about this, and I think that was Black Ops 3. We're back to the days of being 13 and trying to find people to do the moon Easter egg. But no one wanted to play with a squeaker. Yeah, that's brutal. You just gotta find other squeakers, man. I was pretty lucky in that, like, for the most part, I had a solid friend group who was all doing stuff together until after high school. And then at that point, I sounded like an adult, so nobody fucking complained. Anyway, let's read about the direction local variable. It's a multiplier. Oh, Crazy Pants is bringing me tea. Thank you, Crazy Pants. You're a nice lady. I got behind. It took me longer than I thought it would to be able to do this. Forgot to make tea. Anyway. Derice in World at War, right? Had a small puzzle. Black Ops 1, the first DLC with Ascension, is where EEs really started. Oh my god, what the hell does that mean? What's an EE? Easter eggs. Okay, all right. Got it. Man, the ones we did in Black Ops 3, I would not consider just an Easter egg. Like, it's a whole fucking thing. There were, like, you had to go around a rail car and, like, look through windows and, like, see symbols, and I guess the definition of Easter egg is, like, vague. But Easter eggs to me always seemed like little things, not like a whole damn puzzle to solve. EE's been a bad term since Ascension, but it's stuck. Yeah. Oh well, all right. It's a puzzle and an Easter egg. Whatever. It can be both. Language is fluid. Last night I was watching Kyle Bosman's stream, and his chat was saying that Insomniac got attacked by a ransomware attack, and then explained what happened. And I was like, I don't think that's ransomware. I think ransomware is this one specific thing. And then I looked up the definition of ransomware in multiple places, and they agreed with me. But then every single article was like, Insomniac got an alleged ransomware attack. And so I'm just like, okay, so the people who define the words agree with me, but like literally every other person is like, no, ransomware can be broader than that. So like, okay, fine. I'd maybe tell Wikipedia and other information sites, but you know, it's whatever. Language is fluid. I'm wrong. That's fine. That's why I prefer math. It works, sir. You'll be back to agree or not agree. All right. Yeah, go for it. Okay, so our direction local variable is a multiplier representing the direction in which the player wants to turn. A value of 0 means the player is not pressing the left or right arrow key. A value of 1 means the player wants to turn right. And a -1 means they want to turn left. Okay. Hey, Clever. You'll try not to use redeems at all this stream. Good luck. I understand it's quite tempting. It can be hard. Just you know, just like use them when the time calls for it, you know? All right. Okay, Team Worm. All right. It's fine. It's, you know what? It's fun. It's fun. Just have fun. Just fucking have fun with it. Okay, so interestingly, this is like a really simple, obviously this is our first tutorial for movement, so this is going to be really simple, but like, I feel like most or many games, you're not just turning or not turning, right? Like, the longer you turn, often there is like an acceleration in your turning speed. So clearly we're not going to have that. It'll be interesting to see how this feels. I'm assuming I'm going to get to putt around in the little demo that we make. It's close to ransomware. I mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I would define it as Insomniac got hacked, and then they were blackmailed. Somebody put a ransom on the things that they hacked from them. But ransomware is like, yet again, according to the definitions I looked up and my perception of it, ransomware is like, I took your files and I encrypted them. You still have them. I don't have them. You have them. I just have the key for you to be able to read them. And without my key, you can't get them back. They're all garbage nonsense. And you pay me and I give you the key. That's it. But that's not what happened to Insomniac, or at least that's not what the articles were saying. The articles were saying a group took their shit and was like, we're going to leak it if you don't pay us. And then I think they leaked some of it, so I'm assuming Insomniac didn't pay. Which is, it's a ransom, but it's not ransomware. That's still my assessment of the situation. But like fucking every news article outlet was like, alleged ransomware attack. I guess. And it could have been both. They could have ransomware attacked them and also taken the data, I suppose. But then they're both a victim of ransomware and a victim of blackmail. So it's like a separate thing. I don't know. It's hard to, it's fucking whatever. It doesn't matter. We understand what happened. If we read the articles, it's okay. It's not a big deal. All right. To produce these values, we introduce conditions and the use of input. A condition starts with the if key in GD script and ends with a colon. Okay. We can see that right here. Sure. The condition is the expression between the keyword and the end of the line. So this is the condition? Hold on. No, between the keyword and the end of the line. That. Yeah, because if is the keyword, so the condition is input is action pressed UI right. Okay. To check if a key was pressed this frame, we call input is _action _pressed. Close parenthesis, open parenthesis. Nope, other way. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis. I'm just going to start reading the words. I'm going to skip the grammar. It's weird. The method takes a text string representing an input action and returns true if the action is pressed, false otherwise. Okay. That is really interesting. So it's just constantly asking if they're pressing left or right. It's not just like, oh, hey, you pressed left or you pressed right, I'll react to it. Interesting. If condition : action. Yeah, for sure. The two actions we use above, UI left, UI right, are predefined in every Godot project. They respectively trigger when the player presses the left and right arrows on the keyboard or left and right on a gamepad's D-pad. That's really nice that it's just like baked in. It makes sense. You can see and edit input actions in your project by going to project settings, and clicking on the input map tab. Cool. I should try using Scratch. Like the Pokemon move. Scratch sucks. Both whatever you're talking about and also the Pokemon move. Also, hello, cheese. No, the game making site. Okay. Do you actually make everything from scratch? Including that you have to program that left makes you move left on the D-pad? That's also interesting. I think the idea of having a simple system is valuable in some way. Okay. Finally, we use the direction as a multiplier when we update the node's rotation. So rotation, then I think we found out this just means plus. The plus with an equal sign just is like add. It means add. So you're adding angular speed times direction times delta. You run the scene with this code, the icon should rotate when you press left and right. Okay. Let's add the next part and then do it. Hey, Whiskey. Scratch is hard to explain. It's simple and made for beginners. That's honestly what it sounds like. That would be maybe that's a smarter place for me to start. I feel like this is a more valuable thing to do in the long run, to start with Godot rather than something really simple. Okay, so the next thing is, oh, I went too far. There we go. Moving when pressing up. Yeah, that would be valuable. To only move when pressing a key, we need to modify the code that calculates the velocity. Replace the line starting with VAR velocity with the code below. Okay. Wait, no, we just pressed the copy button. Aha! All right. VAR velocity. This. It said but the line Replace the line starting with. Okay. Okay, ah, crap, Tommy's in here. I'm gonna have to kick that boy out. Okay, so just like replace this whole line. It's the only line that starts with VAR velocity. Okay. Okay. And then we're just gonna paste the replacement. Now it was indented before. Let's see if we need to do that. Also, I'm gonna preemptively kick this cat out. Hey, come here. Hey. Oh yeah. Yeet the cat, indeed. It's so hard because he's so sweet. He's just like such a big, dumb oaf. And he's so nice and loving, and he just wants to run around my desk and step all over everything, and he just could never understand in a million years why I don't want that. And it just makes me it feels bad to be mean to him because he's just like, but I'm so full of love and adventure. You're doing good. Just got some nasty sunburns. Oh no. Jeez, you gotta use sunscreen. Skin cancer is no fucking joke. Also, sunburns just fucking hurt. Well, I hope they're not terrible. I think the last time I got a bad sunburn was like 7th grade. I was like 12, 13. It was all like peely on the back of my neck. Gross. You did use sunscreen. Ooh, you might need better sunscreen. Pump those SPF numbers up. There are stronger ones. I think there are some that are like too strong and it's like bad for you. Weird. Okay, so we have replaced this. We initialize the velocity with a value of vector2, 0. Another constant of the built-in vector type representing a 2D vector length of 0. So you start with a velocity of 0, is what it's saying. The player presses UI_up action. We then update the velocity's value, causing the sprite to move forward. All right, all right. You're supposed to reapply sunscreen. That's a good point too. Yeah. I think generally it's like a better idea to use weak sunscreen that you reapply regularly. You use like 3 layers of sunscreen and the sun only burnt certain parts. Yeah, certain parts of you definitely are like more susceptible and potentially just are exposed to the sun more. Well, that's brutal. I guess, I don't know, you potentially live closer to the equator than I do. Maybe that sun is just that much worse because you're closer to it. I don't know. Good luck recovering. Aloe gel feels really good on sunburns. Like so good. Oh. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed that feeling of relief. Okay, it's time to complete the script. Well, I guess we've done that. We just have to look and make sure. Does our script look like that? I feel like our indentations down here are wrong. I think our indentations are wrong. So after function process delta, everything is indented. I don't think that's the case for us. Let's find out. No. Can I just like tab? Oh no, and then it's okay. Okay, so if this is at the same point, and then this gets indented more, and then this, and then that. Okay, that's correct. Rotation is here. So we just have to indent everything. I wonder why that didn't work out. They just said to paste. Maybe it actually doesn't matter, but I feel like that really does matter. Okay, now we look correct. Now everything looks right. Yeah, Dear Glover, you can see what it would look like in C#. It's really cool. It's cool they did that. Oh, geez, your feet both have sunburns? And for some reason, only a part of your pointing finger got burnt. That's funny. It must have just... It was just... You either covered it with less sunscreen, or it was in the sun more, you know? Like, it's just a... It's like a math equation. You run the scene, you should now be able to rotate with left and right arrow keys and move forward by pressing up. Okay. All right. Shit, I don't even remember. It's one of these buttons up in the corner that lets us run the scene. Run current scene. Oh. Now hold on. Can we just okay, great. Great. Look at me. Look at this. Oh yeah. Oh. Damn, this is hard. This reminds me of like stupid old video games. Or like the controls in Resident Evil. Old Resident Evils before they decided to be more action-y and have an over-the-shoulder camera. Cool, bro. Can I just like sail off into the sunset? Okay, I'm gonna try to come back. Okay, I lost him. Fuck. Wow, Derglever, you had the same question as me. Yeah, I'm gone. I'm fucking gone. I'm lost. All right, it works. It works though. We did it. Let's get some confetti. We fucking did it. Shit, I feel bad. I'm sorry, little Godot dude. I wonder if he has a name. Does the Godot guy have a name? What is it like? He's like the icon. Dude, I just get stuff from Ace Attorney for a guy named Godot. Congratulations. Thank you. There we go. Does the Godot engine icon have a name? Damn it. No, nobody's talking about his name. Okay, well, that's too bad. Okay, so I don't know. I guess we did it. Like, sweet, bro. Cool. Great. What the hell's next? Okay, this is just a summary. In summary, every script in Godot represents a class and extends one of the engine's built-in classes. The node types your classes inherit from give you access to properties such as rotation and position in our sprite's case. You also inherit many functions, which we didn't get to use in this example. In GDScript, the variables you put at the top of the file are your class's properties, also called member variables. Besides variables, you can define functions, which for the most part will be your class's methods. Godot provides several virtual functions you can define to connect your class with the engine. These include _process, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, to apply changes to the node every frame, and unhandled input to receive input events like key and button presses from the users. There are quite a few more. The input singleton allows you to react to the player's input anywhere in your code. In particular, you'll get to use it in the process loop. In the next lesson, using signals will build upon the relationship between scripts and nodes by having our nodes trigger code in scripts. Cool, all right. The Godot and Ace Attorney is fire. Damn, Crazy Pants and I have played the first two Ace Attorneys. We want to play the rest of them. I think there's like 5 we haven't played now. Fucking crazy. We still regularly there's like an animation that Phoenix Wright does when he like has evidence. He holds up a piece of paper and then he like slaps his hand at it to be like, it's right here, like it's fucking right here. Crazy Pants and I regularly do that to each other because it's so fucking silly looking. All right, shit. Let's learn about using signals. Fuck, I want to play Ace Attorney now. It's not a perfect game series, but it has a lot of fun detective-y stuff, and it's very silly. It's very like anime silly, doesn't take itself too seriously, but still has some fun, dramatic moments. All right, using signals. In this lesson, we will look at signals. They are messages that nodes emit when something specific happens to them, like a button being pressed. Other nodes can connect to that signal and call a function when the event occurs. Okay, so that makes sense to me. Like something happens and nodes need a way to be like, hey, he pressed a button, or hey, he like unlocked this door, or he broke the dam and now we need to like flood the map or something. Like that's cool, okay. Signals are a delegation mechanism built into Godot that allows one game object to react to a change in another without them referencing one another. Using signal limits coupling and keeps your code flexible. Okay, that's really cool. Okay. There's a funny anecdote about Halo, which is that because their code system was not flexible enough, they ended up unintentionally, like, they had one version of the rocket launcher and everything referenced that rocket launcher, and then they accidentally deleted that, and so then they couldn't find where the original reference was. Like, references would reference other references, and they couldn't find where the original was, so they just replaced all the references with a copy of the rocket launcher. So, like, the rocket launcher code is in the game once for every single fucking level, because they couldn't figure out where it actually originally was and where they needed to put the code back, so they just put it everywhere. It's fucking hilarious. Oh shit. Okay, so hopefully that doesn't happen to me, but I really feel like things like that are going to happen to me. For example, you might have a life bar on the screen that represents the player's health. When the player takes damage or uses a healing potion, you want the bar to reflect the change. To do so in Godot, you would use signals. Okay, this fucking makes sense. My brain gets this. It seems reasonable. Note, as mentioned in the introduction, signals are Godot's version of the observer pattern. You can learn more about it here. Oh yeah, that's super interesting. It's basically just talking about this like weird system that like pretty much every fucking game uses. I read the opening to it and then was like, okay, that's interesting. I'm good. All right, we will now use a signal to make our Godot icon from the previous lesson move and stop by pressing a button. Oh, so we're gonna like press a button and it'll go, and then we press a button and it'll stop? All right. To add a button to our game. Okay, sorry, screen just flickered something. Don't know why, think we're good. Looks good. Everything looks fine. Okay, all right. Scene setup. To add a button to our game, we will create a new main scene, which will include both a button and the Sprite 2D TSCN scene that we created in the Creating Your First Script lesson. Okay, so let's create a new scene by going to the scene menu and then choosing new scene. All right, we're going in. Scene. New scene? Okay, we now have an empty scene. We need to choose some info about it. All right, let's go back. Hold on, there we go. All right, so in the scene dock, click the 2D scene button. This will add a 2D node. This will add a node 2D as our root. Ugh, my brain does not want to read that like that. I understand they've written it like that. I don't know why. You call it a 2D scene here, just call it a 2D node. I don't get it. It's like when you learn Spanish and everything is like they switch adjectives and the noun. So like technically it's like house white instead of the White House. And I'm sure it makes sense for people who speak Spanish natively, but it's still a weird, funny thing to think about. Okay, so we're gonna choose a 2D scene. Do that. We're up here. I'm blocking it. All right, face cam, you gotta. Okay, we're gonna get good at this. When we come into Godot, we gotta switch our face cam. So we're up here in the corner, clicking on 2D scene, clicking on node 2D in the scene options. Okay, and then now we're gonna go back. Whoop. Okay. In the file system dock, click and drag the Sprite 2D TSCN file that you saved previously onto the node 2D to instantiate it. Such a cool word. Okay. Drag Sprite 2D onto node 2D. Okay. All right. Okay, motherfucker. Let's do it. So it's down here, sprite2d.tscn. Okay. It seemed relatively accepting of me doing that to it. All right. So I think I can stay down at the bottom right for a moment. Okay. So now we want to add another node as a sibling of the Sprite 2D. To do so, right-click on the node 2D and select Add Child Node. Okay. All right. Right click on node 2D and add child node. Okay. We have a new window. Let's see what we actually need to add though. Okay, so I see this window. You guys don't currently. We can probably fix that. We're just gonna search for the button node. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if the second Godot capture. No, it won't. Ooh, that's brutal. Okay. All right, you guys will just have to take my word for it. I'm typing the word button and I'm clicking on the button node. There we go. There we go. All right. Button node found. The node is small and by default. No, the node is small by default. I was like, wait, you can't end the sentence there. Oh, I can't read. All right. The node is small by default. Click and drag on the bottom right handle of the button in the viewport to resize it. If you don't see handles, ensure the select tool is active in the toolbar. This is a nice tutorial. Okay. Well, but I see my code. I need to go back to Sprite 2D? No. No. Now hold on. Okay, well, first of all, let me save that. So now we have that saved. But now, how do we actually just see? Do I just go to like 2D up here? Okay, yep, we do. All right. I was just about to compliment the tutorial on being overly thorough and telling me what to do and where to go. They did not assume I would just jump right into this. Okay, so we made our button thing bigger. All right. You can also write a label on the button by editing its text property in the inspector. Enter toggle motion. Okay, so the inspector is the thing on the right. And just this? Okay, all right. Done. Your scene and viewport should look like this. Well, kind of, mostly. I still have the thing selected, but mostly. Save your newly created scene as node_2d.tscn. Okay, all right. I will do that. I seem to have already saved it as test. I added test to the end of it because I was afraid of saving it with the same exact name as the default. Can I just like rename you? No, you know what? We'll try to go with it. We'll see what happens. If we ever have to reference node_2d.tscn, I'll have to change it to node_2dtest.tscn. But I think we can handle it. Oh, and then we just run it. We just run it with F6. Command R on Mac OS, gross. At the moment, the button will be visible, but nothing will happen when you press it. Well, then I don't care about running it. Boo. Boo. Okay, we're just gonna skip that. Fuck that. Connecting a signal in the editor. Here we want to connect the button's pressed signal to our Sprite 2D, and we want to call a new function that will toggle its motion on and off. We need to have a script attached to the Sprite 2D node, which we do from the previous lesson. You can connect signals in the node dock. Select the button node on the right side of the editor. Click on the tab named Node next to the inspector. Okay. Okay. So I think we're already like most of the way there. So on the button, there should be a node option in the inspector. It's up here. It's up here. Ooh, I need that thing. There's something you can do on Windows where if you press Control, it like flashes a little circle around your mouse. It'd be nice for the sake of a tutorial like this for people watching. Okay, that's a lot. This is a lot of things. Was it pressed we were after? On the right side of the video, click on the tab named node next to the inspector. Oh, we didn't get there yet. The dock displays a list of signals available on the selected node. Double click the press signal. Okay. Sorry. Yep. Double click pressed. Okay. Shit, we now have a new window. All right. I need to figure out an efficient way to capture these additional windows that pop up. So let's see if we do that. And then I show this. Okay, great. You guys can now see this little tiny window. Let's see what the hell we have to actually do with that window though, hey? Okay, we double clicked the pressed signal to open the node connection window. Okay, well we did that. Okay. We are here. You can connect the signal to the Sprite 2D node. The node needs a receiver method, a function that Godot will call when the button emits the signal. The editor generates one for you. By convention, we name these callback methods on node name, signal name. So it's going to be on button press, then the name of the signal. So like on button press, move. Here it'll be on button pressed. But that's just the node name. We don't have the signal name yet. Okay. When connecting signals via the editor's node dock, you can use two modes. The simple one only allows you to connect to nodes that have a script attached to them and creates a new callback function on them. Okay. The advanced view lets you connect to any node and any built-in function, add arguments to the callback, and set options. You can toggle the mode in the window's bottom right by clicking the advanced button. Okay. So, all right, let's go back in. Nope, there we go. Okay, all right. And so we just want to connect. Nope, maybe that isn't what we wanted to do. Shit, I thought it did say to press connect. Well, let's go back and read more. Maybe I just fucked that up. Shit. I swear. Okay, it has the connect button highlighted, but they didn't want me to connect it. Shit. Okay. Click the connect button. Oh my god. Okay. Whew. All right. Click the connect button to complete the signal connection and jump to the script workspace. You should see the new method with the connection icon in the left margin. Okay, so this is what we're looking for, but what are we going to do with that? If you click the icon, a window pops up and displays information about the connection. This feature is only available when connecting nodes in the editor. Okay. Do we want to do that? Let's replace the line with the pass keyword with code that'll toggle the node's motion. Okay, but that's not actually in this little thing. Okay, so then... All right, just for the sake of it, let's pop it open. Why not? So it's saying if we click this, it'll open a thing. Dang it, man. There's no easy way for me to very quickly capture the right window. I have to constantly select it. Oh, this one doesn't pop up as an option to capture. Wait, no way. Okay, hold on. Is it you? You're not labeled right. You're not labeled right at all. Okay, but interesting. Okay. Well, this is what we have. And I guess we're not doing anything in here. We're just going to click OK and go back. All right. Okay. So we're going to replace the line with the pass keyword with code that will toggle the node's motion. All right. Our Sprite 2D moves thanks to the code in the process function. Godot provides a method to toggle processing on and off. Node set process. Another method of the node class is processing returns true if idle processing is active. We can use the not keyword to invert the value. Oh, all right. I hate that shit. All right. I get it though. It makes sense. It would be nice, like syntax wise, it would be nice if the thing was called like is not processing, not is processing. Fucking coding languages. Okay. The function that this thing we're going to add will toggle processing and in turn the icon's motion on and off upon pressing the button. So we're just going to replace the line with the pass keyword with this code. Okay, so let's go in and do that. So the thing that says to replace with a function body, sure. So we have to delete it. You can't just paste over it. Okay. It seems reasonable. Uh-oh. Error at 21.5. Expected indented block. Hold on. Let me look at the thing. Yep. That's so nice, but also why does their paste jobs don't have the right function? They don't have the right indentations. Error at 20 standalone lambda. Do you also need to be indented? What's the standalone lambdas cannot be accessed. Consider assigning it to a variable. Can I like Control Z? Okay, let's go back. We got yelled at. Let's make sure what we're doing is correct. Replace the line with the pass keyword with code that'll toggle the node's motion. I mean, I do think that's what I did. We're in GD script, not C#. We are just copying this. So maybe they're going to tell us to do something else. Before trying the game, we need to do something else. Okay. So let's read this and then we'll actually act. Before trying the game, we need to simplify our process function to move the node automatically and not wait for user input. Replace it with the following code, which we saw 2 lessons ago. Okay. So then we'll do both of these now, and then we'll see if our code matches down below. Okay, so let's go back, open this up, and okay, all right, you're gonna be mad at me again, but maybe it is specifically just because we need to change the function up top. This guy, the function process. Okay, we'll head back, and we will find the next set of code we need to copy, which is the new function process. The new process function. Why does everything have to talk about itself backwards in the code? It makes more sense, actually, to label a thing and then give it specific name. The one language I speak is useless. Fuck English. All right, shit, but it's like the whole thing though, right? It's like this entire... Oh no, is it? It's like the whole thing until the next function? Okay, we can always Control Z. We can just undo it. We can just like pretend it never happened. Okay. Oh. Well, now it's pretty clear what I did wrong. Because this is just like there twice. Okay. Let's see if we did it right. This is what the whole thing should look like. Your complete sprite 2d.gd code should look like this. I don't think it does. Did they tell us to actually restore this? No, it's there. It's there. Okay, let's just put a little space so it's easier to see. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna like hop back and forth. We have extend sprite 2D. Variable speed is 400. Variable angular speed is pi. Have that at the top. Speed 400. Angular speed pi. Extend sprite 2D. Oh, they have a little space. Let's copy their space. It looks nice now. Okay, and then we have the function process delta is in there. Has information about rotation, and then the velocity variable, and then position. Okay, and then the function on button press, set process, not is processing. Okay, all right. I think that's it. We got it. And so now we can do it. Run the scene now and click the button to see the sprite start and stop. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna run the scene, and then I have to change what this is capturing. Boop. Okay. So then because of the way we put the process in, the default is movement, and then this stops it. Now the default is movement, and now this stops it. Oh my god. This seems so fun to like try and make like puzzles and shit, and to realize at the core of your puzzle is just like silly codes like this. Like if a player needs to, I don't turn electricity off of like an electrified fence. It's just some weird fucking toggle that's like, don't do that anymore. Sweet, bro. Sweet. Okay, cool. So we press the button, it sends a signal that then changes the movement of the sprite. Cool. 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 Okay. I don't know. Now what? Now fucking what, bro? Connecting a signal via code. Oh no. Okay. All right. Let's fucking do it. You can connect signals via code instead of using the editor. Okay, but the editor's so nice. This is necessary when you create nodes or instantiate scenes inside of a script. Let's use a different node here. Godot has a timer node. Godot has a timer node that's useful to implement skill cooldown times, weapon reloading, and more. Head back to the 2D workspace. You can either click the 2D text at the top of the window or press Ctrl F1. Ooh, that's not a shape my hand likes to make. I'm not pleased about that stretch. We'll just click the 2D button. In the scene dock, right-click on the Sprite 2D node and add a new child node. Search for Timer and add the corresponding node. Your scene should look like this. Okay, so we're going to right-click Sprite 2D. Okay, so I'm just not going to show that window that's going to pop up. Shit, add child node. So right now there's a window. You can't see it. You got to type the word timer into it. And then a timer appears, and then you double click that, and then boom. Fucking, you got a timer, I guess. With the timer node selected, go to the inspector and enable the auto start property. Okay. Select the timer, timer selected. Okay, go to the inspector and enable auto start. All right. What next? Click the script icon next to the Sprite 2D to jump back to the scripting workspace. Okay, okay. Cool. So that's just this guy? And oh no, it's here. Yeah, we're already there. We didn't. Right, they wanted me to click this, but it didn't even matter. Okay, whoops. Weird. All right. Oopsie. I didn't do a thing they told me, but it didn't matter. Kaboom. Yeah. It's more like a little... What's the term for like a baby kaboom? Something like that. All right. Maybe. I was thinking like... No, I can't really think of anything that doesn't sound stupid. All right. Okay, no, I was thinking like it's like a bomb, but it's a small noise. Like a kaboom would be like, and then a baby kaboom would be like, but I don't know how to represent that. It'd be like, I think it could be like PCH, but that would just sound like, how do you make as a noise, like a deep cat purr? How, like, I don't know how you phonetically represent that. I don't know if you can. Okay, so we need to do two operations to connect the nodes via code. One, get a reference to the timer from the Sprite 2D, and two, call the connect method on the timer's timeout signal. Okay. It vaguely makes sense. Note, to connect a signal code, you need to call the connect method of the signal you want to listen to. In this case, we want to listen to the timer's timeout signal. Like, okay, yeah, sure. The idea makes sense. We have some kind of property, and you tell the code to connect things with a connect keyword. That seems pretty reasonable. We want to connect the signal when the scene is instantiated, and we can do that using the node ready built-in function, which is called automatically by the engine when a node is fully instantiated. Okay. To get a reference to a node relative to the current one, we use node get node. We can store the reference in a variable. Okay. Okay. So this function is called ready, and it's just going to make a variable that's called timer, and it's going to get that information from the timer node. Okay. The function getNode looks at Sprite2D's children and gets nodes by their name. For example, if you rename the timer node to blinking timer in the editor, you would have to change the call to getNode blinking timer. We can now connect the timer to the Sprite2D in the ready function. Okay. So then they just took this code and are adding a little bit more to it. Okay. The line reads like so. Hold on. I should be up there. The line reads like so. We connect the timer's timeout signal to the node to which the script is attached. When the timer emits timeout, we want to call the function onTimerTimeout that we need to define. Let's add it to the bottom of our script and use it to toggle our sprite's visibility. So we're going to have a timer that when it times out, our sprite disappears? Okay. Note, by convention, we name these callback methods in GDS script as onNodeNameSignalName. And in C# as onNodeNameSignalName, no underscores. Okay. Here it'll be onTimerTimeout for GDS script and onTimerTimeout for C#. Okay. And then we have the visible property. The visible property is a Boolean that controls the visibility of our node. The line visible equals not visible toggles the value. If visible is true, it becomes false, and vice versa. Okay, sure. And then just to be clear, a Boolean value is a thing that's either like true or false, off or on. Okay. Hmm. If you run the scene now, you will see that the sprite blinks on and off at 1 second intervals. Oh, okay. Okay. So what we would want to do is change our movement function to this. I guess we should just look at the complete script. Oh no, we're just adding it in. Okay, so we'll be able to move and it'll also blink on and off. Okay. I don't feel like the I don't feel like the tutorial was really specifying that. Like, did it actually tell me where to put these things in? I think it was just showing me the code. I don't think it actually, let's see. Yeah, it's not really telling me to actually do it, but that's fine. That's fine. So we'll just hop back and forth and slowly make this match. Go down to the other corner now. All right, so what are we missing? So the beginning is the same, right? Yep. And then there's function ready, which we don't have. So that goes in here. Okay. Why are you mad about that? Be cool. On timer timeout is not declared in the current scope. Okay. Because we need to put it down here. We haven't defined it yet. Okay, that's fine. And so then we still have the like process delta. Yep. Process delta. Okay. And then we have the button function on pressed. And then the only thing we have to add after is this function. And now this should be okay. Cool. Great. So now we know what to do when the timer times out. Cool. Okay. I don't know. We should probably save. There we go. We're all saved. And I guess let's run this bitch, right? Why not? Godot. I get your thing. You're very simple. You pop up too many new windows. All right, so we can make it stop, but we can't not the flashing. We can make it stop moving. Okay. Cool. Well, little confetti. We succeeded. Let's hide both of those windows. And let's see what's next. I think we're almost at the end of this. Custom signals. This section is a reference on how to define your own signals and does not build upon the project created in previous lessons. Oh, okay. You can define custom signals in a script. Say, for example, you want to show a game over screen when the player's health reaches 0. To do so, you could define a signal named died or health depleted when their health reaches 0. Ooh, dang. I feel like a cooler thing would be like, I want something cool to happen when someone gets injured. Like, Destiny has really cool visual effects that represent your health. When you lose half of your health, you have like an overshield that represents half of your health. And you hear this like cool shatter noise and like a flash. And then as your health goes lower below that, the screen gets like more black and white gray tones, less color, and you hear less sound from the game engine other than your heartbeat. Your heartbeat gets louder and louder. It's really fucking cool. It's such a good way to visually represent your health. Games that don't have that kind of shit, like I'm constantly like, God damn it, I have to look at my fucking health bar. Like, that's dumb. That's the Destiny solved this. You guys should just fucking do what Destiny did. Okay, so we'd be extending the node 2D. Signal is health depleted. And the variable is health equals 10. Not 0. Not 0? Well, I guess, okay, all right. No, I don't know. That's interesting. Note, as signals represent events that just occurred, we generally use an action verb in the past tense in their names. Sure, like health depleted, because when your health is depleted, a thing will happen. Sure. Your signals work the same way as built-in ones. Hey, Crazy Pants. Your signals work the same way as built-in ones. They appear in the Node tab, and you can connect them like any other. To emit a signal in your scripts, call emit on the signal. Cool. Cool terminology. Okay, so this is saying when you take some amount of damage, you're going to take that amount off of your health, and then if your health is less than or equal to 0, then you're going to emit the health depleted signal. Cool. A signal can optionally declare one or more arguments. Specify the argument names between parentheses. Okay. Okay, so then this is just saying, like, if your health changed. Okay. Note, the signal arguments show up in the editor's node doc, and Godot can use them to generate callback functions for you. However, you can still emit any number of arguments when you emit signals, so it's up to you to emit the correct values. Yeah, sure, of course. To emit values along with the signal, add them as extra arguments to the emit function. Cool. Interesting. So this is a function where when you take damage, you're going to rewrite your old health variable as the health variable. Is that what that's saying? Because you're subtracting the amount of damage that you took, and then you're changing what your health was to be a lower amount. The structuring of this is not necessarily intuitive to me. I get the idea. And then you would be emitting this signal so that you could change like a health bar, or like Genshin Impact does a thing where when your health goes below a certain value, if you're playing in co-op, the other player's character will be like, oh, like I'll be careful. Like I'll take over. Watch yourself. And I would assume you could do something like that with this kind of signal emission. Summary. Any Godot... Nope, I'm in a bad spot now. We're at the bottom. Get up there, bro. Any node in Godot emits signals when something specific happens to them, like a button being pressed. Other nodes can connect to individual signals and react to selected events. Signals have many uses. Oh my god, I was like, what? Signals have many uses. With them, you can react to a node entering or exiting the game world, to a collision, to a character entering or leaving an area, to an element of the interface changing size, and much more. Oh, cool. So I could like let people customize the size of their UI, and like if they want to make the map bigger, they could like drag in the corner, drag it down and make it bigger, and I could have it make like a fun noise. Sweet. Hopefully I don't go overboard with it, but I fucking love games that have fun noises for all the things you're doing. While playing Cadence of Hyrule, I have just run into the wall maybe 100+ extra times because you make a fun like noise. It's very weird sounding. It's a very strange hitting a wall noise, but I fucking love it. I love noises. Anyway. Okay, so for an example, for signals having many uses, an area 2D representing a coin emits a body-entered signal when the player's physics body enters its collision shape, allowing you to know when the player collected it. Well, you would know Sure, you would know when the player has overlapped it, and then you probably have to program it to be like, okay, that means you collect it. Which honestly, I would rather. I like games where you can collect coins, but you don't have to walk right on them. You just get next to them. It can be, depending on the game, it can be fucking annoying to walk right up to every little tiny pile of coins that falls on the ground. So I guess then what you would do is you would extend the collision shape of the coin. You'd make the coin's collision area like bigger than the actual coin is visually. Okay, sure. In the next section, your first 2D game, you'll create a complete 2D game and put everything you learned so far into practice. Ooh, better to have a magnet? Maybe. I feel like just having it be easy to collect is fine, and then like, you know, maybe a fun little upgrade you can get later is a magnet. And then a better upgrade, you can get a better magnet, and an even better magnet. And maybe not. I think it really depends on the game. A turn-based game that's like very methodical about your movements, you probably don't need to worry about this as much. But an action game is probably where I would consider this stuff. Easy to collect, hard to choose what to keep. Well, for the gold, no, because the gold, of course you want the gold. You're doing something wrong if there's gold all over the ground and players don't want it because it's too heavy. Okay, maybe you're just making a very realistic game. That doesn't sound fun to me, though. But for general items, yeah, sure. Make things easy to collect, and then you go through it and decide like what you do or don't want. Okay, so do we actually want to make a 2D game? Is the question. Oh, is this the game? Wait. Okay, it's just a GIF. I was like, is the game embedded? Like, do I play it? Can I play it here? That would be cool. But no. Okay, how long is... Oh, this looks quite short. Okay, wait, these are just prerequisites. Oh, okay. Okay, here's all the actual... Here's the fucking meat. It didn't extend out. There we go. Okay, it's 7 parts. I think we should do it. I think because I'm so inexperienced with this, it would make sense to do it. And then, God, and then we'll probably do another session of brainstorming to figure out, like I want like an opening snapshot, like a tiny little demo of the game that I'm gonna make. That's like the bits of story we need to start, the starting area. It's going to be like a small town or something. The starting conflicts, and then we'll start with like a very simple main conflict that's just like an example, and then we'll get that running, and it'll have like a little bit of combat. It'll have a little bit of like go talk to this person and he'll give you a thing. It'll have a little puzzle of some sort, and then we'll... Yeah, sure, it'll be just a very general prototype. And then we'll try to get that running. And we'll also have to come up with... I think the combat system is going to be the hardest part, because we're going to need like a few cool beast guys. We're going to need quite a few enemy types. We're going to need like the player character and another scribe to make up their team. It's going to be the player character, another scribe, and then they each have 2 beasts. So symbiotes. They have symbiotes. They're called symbiotes. They're not just beasts. They're like magical sci-fi beasts that we bond with. Anyway, so I think this will be a good start, and then we'll do some tiny brainstorming, and then we'll get into the long, slow process of making the most simple prototype. Sim beasts? Well, it's SYM, but yeah, that could work. That is an interesting shit. Is it portmanteau? That's a combination of 2 words. Seam beasts. No. Wrong direction. Wrong word. Interesting idea. It sounds like beast, like a stuffed animal would be. Oh, that would be a cute name for like stuffed animals. Seam beasts. That's fun. Anyway, all right, we're gonna make a fucking 2D game. Let's fucking do it. Your first 2D game. In this step-by-step tutorial series, you will create your first complete 2D game with Godot. By the end of the series, you will have a simple yet complete game of your own, like the image below. Oh, we just watched him fucking like kill himself. Whoever recorded that gameplay sucks. You will learn how the Godot editor works, how to structure a project, and build a 2D game. Note, this project is an introduction to the Godot engine. It assumes you have some programming experience already. If you're new to programming entirely, you should start here. Scripting languages, right? I have looked through none of that lesson from Harvard. They said we should look through, but you know, I'll be on vacation for a little bit for Christmas. Maybe I'll do it then. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll be gone, so it'll be, ew. If it's just reading, I can read the lessons, but I'm assuming there's going to be some hands-on stuff. Anyway, this game is called Dodge the Creeps. Your character must move and avoid enemies for as long as possible. You will learn to create a complete 2D game with the Godot editor, structure a simple game project, move the player character and change its sprite, spawn random enemies, and count the score. And more, even. You'll find another series where you'll create a similar game but in 3D. We're not doing that. We recommend you start with this one. Why start with 2D? Cause less D, bro. If you are new to game development or unfamiliar with Godot, we recommend starting with 2D games. This will allow you to become comfortable with both before tackling 3D games, which tend to be more complicated. You can find a completed version of this project at this location. Oh shit. Can I read in the car because we have 12 hours of driving ahead of us? Yeah, that's a good point, Crazy Pants. I can read a little bit. I definitely get a headache if I just go ham and read constantly. Yeah, maybe. Although I was kind of looking forward to just like having some Christmas music on and chilling the fuck out. But I don't know. Maybe we'll get a few hours of reading in. We'll see. Okay, prerequisites. The step-by-step tutorial is intended for beginners who followed the complete getting started guide. If you're an experienced programmer, you can find the complete demo source code here. Cool. We prepared some game assets you'll need to download, so we can jump straight to the code. You can download them by clicking the link below. Okay, we'll do that. Great. Cool. All right. Downloaded. Oh my God, we could make it a text-to-speech ride. Oh no. Not with, oh my God, Dirk Glover, the like coding stuff, the like underscore function, close parenthesis, open parenthesis. Imagining TTS Brian reading that is like, oh no. I would not be able to make sense of it. Okay, so let's go to setting up the project, and then also I should make sure we got that download. It downloaded immediately. There it is. Okay, great. We got that ready to go. I'll just extract it right now. I'm assuming this is just a bunch of little image files and stuff. Dodge the Creeps 2D assets. Art and fonts. Ooh, cool. We get a font? Cool. Whoa, the font is called Zolonium. Cool name, bro. Okay, all right. Okay, setting up the project. So we're going to have to, let's just save this again. Pretty sure we did. And then we're going to just exit back out, quit to project list. Okay, so let me hop back down to here. So this is what Godot looks like when you launch it. Typically, you just have like scripts. Fuck, nope, wrong thing. I wanted to hide that, and I wanted to do that. I want to be down here for now. So we're just gonna make a new project. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I should just show this, right? Why not? Okay. So we are going to put it in. It got mad at me before. Okay, one second. Let's just. I need to find a place I can actually put it, because even if you run this as an administrator, it like does not want you to have access to like program files or your personal files. And it's like, dude, it's fine. Just put it in my documents. Like, it's fine, bro. So then I already made, why is it so hard to get to this? Go to the C drive, buddy. And then we have a Godot projects folder. So that one, dude. And the name is not Godot projects. The name is going to be Dodge the Creeps. Okay. Oh my God, they want me to make an empty folder. Okay. I will name the folder Dodge the Creeps. There. Are you happy now, Godot? Okay. And then let's just make sure there isn't anything else they want us to do. Choose a valid project path, leave the other default settings alone. Okay, great. So we're just going to create an edit. Okay. Now Godot is launching. Great. And here we are. Okay. But let's go back and now read what we're actually going to do. Okay. So we did, in fact, already download the Dodge the Creeps assets. Project folder should look like this. Should it? Let me, I guess I'll go into the project folder. Let's go see if it looks like that. D drive, Godot projects, Dodge the Creeps. And then sure, we'll make it look like medium icons. Sure, right, okay, because they want us to put the directories. Oh my God, how could I not find that word? So we need to take the art and font directories and put them in there. Okay, we'll do that real quick. So we go to downloads. And then we grab Dodge the Creeps. And we find the art and font folder. All right. And then we just take that back and we put it in our folder. And okay, now we are good to go. Although actually we have additional files. Oh, we have temp files because it's open? No, we have Git text files. Huh, okay, well, shouldn't matter. Should be fine. Hopefully. Okay. This game is designed for portrait mode, so we need to adjust the size of the game window. Okay. Okay, so first step is project settings. To open the project settings window, and in the left column, open display window tab. And there, set viewport width. Okay. Project settings, display, window. Ugh. Project settings. Display. Are you at the top? Oh, it's a new window. Godot, why do you do this to me, bro? Why do you be like this? Oh, hey, great. You actually fucking defaulted correctly. Cool. Okay, so display. Nope, don't collapse the window. Then window. Now let's go back and see what actually specifically. Viewport width to 480 and height to 720. Okay. Oh, can I just type though? No, I don't. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Sure. And then under the stretch option, set mode to canvas underscore items. Set mode to canvas underscore items. Okay. And the aspect to keep. So that's going to like keep its aspect ratio. It won't let us deform it. This ensures the game scales consistently on different sized screens. Okay. Cool. There was no save option, just close, so it must be saved. Organizing the project. In this project, we will make 3 independent scenes: player, mob, HUD, which we will combine into the game's main scene. In a larger project, it might be useful to create folders to hold the various scenes and their scripts. But for this relatively small game, you can save your scenes and scripts in the project's root folder, identified by res:// Never remember which one is the / and which one is the /. It's all just like conceptualized if you go bottom to top or top to bottom. Oh my god, you can't see the drop downs. Oof. Ugh. I hate that. Like, maybe I should just capture my desktop, but it sucks because I don't know, if I don't have notifications hidden, like stupid Windows updates or other fucking shit, then like that pops up on the screen. I already hid what people are doing what on Steam. That was one of the things I knew to get rid of. And I get annoyed seeing that people are playing shit. Like, if I'm doing other stuff, I don't care that somebody's playing Destiny. If I'm playing Destiny, I can see they're playing Destiny on my fucking friends list. So I hid that for my own sake, but I don't know. Things like that I don't like. I just don't like them popping up. It's lame. So it's frustrating that the windows don't allow me to actually capture drop downs. It's fucking brutal. Oh well, I don't know. Look, just pretend it's magic. We'll figure it out. You can just, if you were following along, it's a drop down menu with like 3 options. You'll probably find the right one. Okay, so we can see our project folders in the file system dock in the lower left corner. That is true. We absolutely can. With the project in place, we're ready to design the player scene in the next lesson. Okay. All right. On we go. Creating the player scene. With the project settings in place, we can start working on the player-controlled character. The first scene will define the player object. One of the benefits of creating a separate player scene is that we can test it separately, even before we've created other parts of the game. Oh, that's fucking weird. Node structure. To begin, we need to choose a root node for the player object. To begin, we need to choose a root node for the player object. As a general rule, a scene's root node should reflect the object's desired functionality. What the object is. Click the Other Node button and add an Area 2D node to the scene. Okay. Fine. Other node. There's a pop-up window. I'm typing the word other in it. Okay, wait, maybe not. What was the thing called? We need to click Other Node and then add Area 2D. Okay. Typing the word area. Area 2D. All right, there we go. We have an Area 2D node added. I'm in a bad spot. There. This now. TTS me mode. Did I sound TTS-y? I mean, I guess honestly, this whole thing is kind of me in TTS mode. Oh boy, my camera's gonna be jumping around like all fucking day. This is good practice to getting good at like presenting a thing. Fucking, you love it. I plan to like cut this up and make a short YouTube video because from a search, nobody had just read through these, and I think I mentioned this before. If I have somebody that's just like reading through something with me, it's so much more like simple for me to focus on it. It's like more engrossing. So I don't know. Maybe somebody will appreciate that at some point. Anyway, what are we? We did the thing. Godot will display a warning icon next to the node in the scene tree. You can ignore it for now. We will address it later. Okay. With Area 2D, we can detect objects that overlap or run into the player. Change the node's name to player by double-clicking on it. Now that we've set the scene's root node, we can add additional nodes to give it more functionality. All right, so let's go in here. We just double-click this. Okay, we just double... It doesn't change on your Ooh. Okay, well now it's gonna magically change to player. I could see me typing it in. You guys can't. God, I think we're just gonna have to do desktop capture. That's so frustrating. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Okay, so we now have the player thing. Okay, so now let's read more. Before we add any children to the player, whoa, dog, whoa. I don't want no kids. We have the automatic cat feeders set up. Still not used to it. Just spitting out food. Okay, before we add children to the player node. Are you done? Okay. Before we add any children to the player node, we want to make sure we don't accidentally move or resize them by clicking on them. That was loud. Dude, yeah. Yeah. It's annoying. So usually we have them set up when we're gone. But we're going to be leaving soon. We have them set up. They're fucking annoying. Okay, let's reset. Pretend that didn't happen. Redo the paragraph from the beginning. Before we add any children to the player node, we want to make sure we don't accidentally move or resize them by clicking on them. Select the node and click the icon to the right of the lock. Its tooltip says, make selected nodes children not selectable. Okay, that's this guy. Okay. It says that. You can't see it says that, but it do say that. Okay, so we're up here. We clicked it. A thing changed. It probably did what it said it would do. Most things do what they say they'll do when it comes to computers. Most of them. It's too bad it's not all of them. Save the scene. Click scene, save, or press Control S. Indeed. Okay. I'm not going to bother moving my camera for that, so we're just going to click save. Okay, now we're saving this as let me see if this capture it. Come on, Godot 2. Boom. Okay, cool. We're just saving it as player.tscn. Cool. Dunzo. Great. Note, for this project, we will be following the Godot naming conventions. Okay, so for GDS script, classes, nodes, use Pascal case. Variables and function use snake case. And constants use all caps. Cool, okay. So Pascal case is no spaces but capitals for each word. Snake case is no capitals but an underscore between words. And then all caps is not just all caps, it's all caps but with an underscore between words. Okay. And then C#, classes, export variables, and methods use Pascal case. Private fields use camel case? What? Wait. What? Why is it a camel? A snake case, I thought the idea was you're connecting every word with an underscore. So like now it's like it's like a snake. What is, and actually that's a good point. What is Pascal case specifically? Why Pascal? I don't get it. Pascal was your first programming language. Cool. Then maybe it's a reference to that then. That would make sense. Cool. Pascal ABC? Is that like the name of... Is that the full name of the programming language? It sounds like a cute beginner programming language. Like kid learning their ABCs. They're learning their Pascal ABCs. Shit. Okay, so camel case is underscore and then a word with no cap. And then there's no space, and then there's a new word with a cap. Dear God, that is a weird fucking format. Okay, well, that's what we got, though. Local variables and parameters use camel case. So wait, underscore camel case is different than just regular camel case. Dang. I was kind of hoping that you could just read their name and their name would let you know the differences. But if I want to read these as different, I have to say underscore, which is weird. Oh well. Oh well. It's basically 1970th programming language. Do you mean 1970s? Like a programming language from the 1970s? Damn, that's like 50 years old now. Holy shit. Go humans. Wonder how old the oldest programming language is. It was probably programmed on like punch cards. Probably like 100 plus years old now. It's so cool. Holy shit. We're so young. We've had modern technology for such a short period of time. It's so crazy. Ugh, man. What the fuck would I do without computers? Like 100 years ago, we would have just had no fucking computers. What the fuck would I have done all day? Just sit around waiting to die, I guess. Okay. Be careful to type the method names precisely when connecting signals. Fucking, I'll try, man. I've never heard of camel case or underscore camel case. I'll try. Okay, sprite animation. Click on the player node and add, by pressing Control A on Windows, a child node, animated sprite 2D. Okay. The animated sprite 2D will handle appearance and animation for our player. Notice that there's a warning symbol next to the node. An animated sprite 2D requires a sprite frames resource, which is a list of the animations it can display. And then we're going to create one. Okay, so we'll do... Ooh. We still use the oldest one, assembly. Oh, that's interesting. I learned a little bit of Fortran, which is apparently very similar to assembly. It's like a very... I can't remember the way it was described. It's like a low level like coding language. So it's like very efficient and effective, but it's difficult to understand. And it is very closely related to assembly. Okay, so we're going to do that second. So we need to click on player, press Control A, and then add an animated sprite 2D. Okay. All right, let's do that. Okay, so I should be over here. So we're going to click on player. We're going to press Control A. I don't like that. I'm now so nervous. I'm going to hit something else. I hit Control A all the fucking time. Okay, and now we have a fucking window. And of course, Godot won't let me capture it nicely. We have a window and we need to type, was it sprite? It's animated sprite 2D is what we're looking for. Yes, that is what we're looking for. Okay, so we type sprite, we find animated sprite 2D, we double click, and yes, it is in fact warning us that something's wrong. Okay, so now we go back to this. An animated sprite 2D requires a sprite frames resource. Oh my God. Try that again. An animated sprite 2D requires a sprite frames resource, which is a list of the animations it can display. To create one, find the sprite frames property under the animation tab in the inspector and click empty new sprite frames. Click again to open the sprite frames panel. Oh boy, that's okay. All right. Let's fucking, we'll go try. Okay. Find the sprite frames property under the animation tab in the inspector. We're in the inspector. It's over here. Animation, sprite frames. And then they wanted us to click on empty and choose new sprite frames. Right? Empty, new sprite frames. Click again. So now we click on sprite frames and now we have this thing. Okay, that seems like a sprite frames panel. Sure. Hey, that's what this is. All right. Okay, we're there. We can do it. We can do it. All right. Making a note of something real quick. Okay, so on the left is a list of animations. Click the default one and rename it to walk. Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Step by step. So just click it. Click it? Okay, sure. Okay, so if you just click on it, it opens a text field and the little cursor, like you can type, and then you can just change it to walk. All right, that's easy. Okay. Then click Add Animation button. Nope. You guys can't see that. There we go. Okay. Then click the Add Animation button. Oh my God, where's the end of the sentence? There we go. To create a second image. Nope. Nope. Click the Add Animation button to create a second animation named Up. Okay. Find the player images in the File System tab. They're in the art folder you unzipped earlier. Drag the two images for each animation, named Player Gray Up and Player Gray Walk, into the animation frame side of the panel for the corresponding animation. Okay. Okay, so first thing we need to make Up. So there is an Add Animation button. Where? What are you? Autoplay on load? Nope. You're like a little plus. That could be Add Animation. Okay. New animation. We just click on you and we want to change that to Up. Okay. Oh my God. Just had like an emergency burp situation. Okay, so now we need to find the images in the File System tab. And they're in Art. That would make sense. So over here. Oh boy. Okay. So we need Player Gray Up 1 and Player Gray Walk 1 is what they said. Drag the two images for each animation. Nope. Okay. Okay. Can we like Control Z that? All right. All right. Okay. So we're on Up right now. So we grab the two for Up, I think would make sense. Those are for Up. And then over here is for Walk. Bro, this is so like sensibly done. It's so cool. It's so interesting to think about somebody thinking about how people would make games. Like to go from just like weird Nintendo in the early 1980s. Let's just like make this thing out of a bunch of typing. Just a bunch of lines of code. And then for games to be such a popular thing that someone thinks about the way that people make them to like make an engine to make games is like the craziest fucking thing. Will it go one level higher? One day will there be an engine that makes engines for making games? I don't know. I don't think so, but that would be really cool to see. There's a joke in The Simpsons where they like move somewhere and it's like a really nice house and the house has a bread maker, has a machine that makes bread makers. It's a stupid like one-off gag, but it's fun. It's a fun idea, I think. Okay, so the player images are a bit too large for the game window, so we need to scale them down. Do we? All right, I guess this is a good lesson. Click on the Animated Sprite 2D node and set the scale property to 0.5, 0.5. You can find it in the inspector under Node 2D heading. Wow, they're just like, that's a lot of directions. Okay, all right. Shit, was I blocking that? I'm blocking that. I'll just, there we go. Just pretend, just chat, pretend I wasn't blocking that. You could read that, huh? Right? Come on, you can read through my fucking cam. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. So click on Animated Sprite 2D node. So like we have to click all the way up here to make sure we're selecting this. And then we have to look for a scale property. So not speed scale. Well, now hold on. I mean, transform? You can find it in the Inspector tab under the Node 2D heading. Okay, we can. Okay. Interesting that they just threw that in after. I guess they're just trying to encourage you to explore. Because I did find it, but I was also worried I didn't find it. But then they reassured me after. That's probably smart. It's like giving your child a chance to be independent, and then if they fuck up, you're right there to fix it, and you make sure they didn't fuck up. Okay, great. So do I hit enter? Okay, enter will... Okay. Okay, we're at 0.5 and 0.5 over here. All right. So they got smaller, I guess. They did. They did indeed. If we undo it and redo it, Control Z, Control Y. Oh, yeah. Okay. Do we have to do that for everything? No. Cool. Okay, we're just good. They're all small now. It's just because we applied it to the sprite side. Dude, this is so cool. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's so crazy to see all the individual, like, blocks of how you make a fucking game. All right. So then let's go back. Get out of the way. Finally, add a collision shape 2D as a child of player. This will determine the player's hitbox, or the bounds of its collision area. For this character, a capsule shape 2D node will give the best fit. Oh, I honestly thought we would have an art asset. We would like use like a thing that's the exact shape of our character, but like it's like only black and white. It's just like a black outline of our guy. And then the engine would know to read that as like, okay, black is your character. And it would overlay on top of our little moving sprite. But that's not what we're doing. Okay. All right. I don't know. They know best. They made the engine. So let's go do that. So we're going to add a child underplayer. And we could do that by hitting Control A. Okay, the thing came up. And then now the thing we're looking for in our little menu. Damn it. I can never remember which menus actually will show up in the extra capture screen that I have. One of them automatically shows up. The other one just won't. Even if I choose the window manually in OBS. Okay. Collision shape 2D. Okay, so there's a drop-down menu window. We're looking for the word collision shape 2D. Okay, now we got it. That's what it looks like up in the corner. Okay. So then we need to, next to shape in the inspector, we click on empty and we select new capsule shape 2D. Okay. So the shape over here is empty. We click on that and we go capsule shape. Okay. And then I think it says to click on that again. No, using the two size handles, resize the shape to cover the sprite. Oh, Lord, wait, can I zoom in? Wait. Wait. What? Hold on. It is this? Oh no, oh no, I made it like really thin. Hold on, there we go. Okay, now I understand it. There's one. Oh no. Oh no, I'm moving the character. No, let's just undo. Shit. How do I resize you now? I lost the things. Shit. This is on me. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna back out. We're gonna restart. Okay. We're gonna add a new collision shape. We're gonna go to empty. We're gonna choose capsule, and now we can see the 3 dots. Let's zoom in. This dot will let us move it. This dot lets us make we got it. Yeah, fatten you up, buddy. So we're gonna do something like that. And you know what? Let's be a little bit generous. I like games where you can kind of you can kind of cheese it, like you kind of fudge it a little bit, like a character's body can overlap you a tiny bit, but you still squeeze by. Like, I think that's fair. Like, if a sword slashed me on this little tiny bit of me, it would be like, ow, I have a flesh wound. That's not gonna affect me, right? So yeah, we'll just go like that. We'll just it's good enough. Good enough. Damn, I'm gonna have to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. We're back. So, when we're finished, our player scene should look like this. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you, dear Glover. So I think we did a good enough job. Now what? Make sure to save the scene again after these changes. Okay, I'm just gonna tab back over, hit Control S. Okay, we saved it. I wonder if you can set like autosave, like a time, a duration, autosave every 5 minutes or something. That might be nice. In the next part, we'll add a script to the player node to move it and animate it. And then we'll set up collision detection to know when the player got hit by something. All right. All right, bro, let's fucking do it. Coding the player. Sounds cool. In this lesson, we'll add player movement, animation, and set it up to detect collisions. To do so, we need to add some functionality that we can't get from a built-in node, so we'll add a script. Click the player node and click the Attach Script button. Wow, interesting that for this most basic game, you can't use all built-in things. You would think that would be a baseline goal, right, for an engine? Like, if they're going to make the simplest game possible, they should be able to use all built-in things. But, oh well, whatever. This will be a good lesson, so fine. Okay, so we're going to click the player node and click the Attach Script button. Okay, all right. So we click on this, and then we click on, nope, I'm in the way. I'm in the way, bro. You're in the way. What are you doing? You're silly. You're a silly man. Okay, right here, we clicked that, and then we're gonna click right here, clicking that. All right. Now what? Now what? What do I do? In the script setting window, nope, too far, there we go. In the script setting window, you can leave the default settings alone. Just click Create. Okay. If you're creating a C# script or other languages, select the language from the language drop-down menu before hitting Create. Okay, so, but we're not, we're just gonna click Create when we drop back into Godot, okay. Note, if this is your first time encountering GD script, please read scripting languages before continuing. Yeah, I did do that, but also I didn't do the Harvard lesson you told me to do. Sorry, guys. Start by declaring the member variables this object will need. Okay. Okay, so we'll just go back to Godot and hop up here, and we just click Create, and then that should, great, it just brings us to this. Okay. So we have some stuff here already, and I don't really know what to do with that. Okay, well, we're gonna like paste this in, so we can probably, I think it would be safe to assume that what we want to do is we can get rid of this and then just put this at the top. And then I think none of it's indented. Yeah, none of it is indented. Okay, so we're just gonna do that, and if everything crashes and burns, we will know that this is a spot where we can come and address our problems. Okay. Cool. And just zoom over there. All right. So they're going to explain a little bit about what we've done. Using the export keyword on the first variable speed allows us to set its value in the inspector. Ooh. Bro, that's really cool. So if we export variables, they become changeable in the inspector, and then that will change our code. Bro, that's so cool. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a time to be alive. This can be handy for values that you want to be able to adjust, just like a node's built-in properties. Click on the player node and you'll see the property now appears in the script variables section of the inspector. Remember, if you change the value here, it will override the value written in the script. I would hope so. That is a good thing to warn you about, though. Oh shit, another warning. If you're using C#, you need to rebuild the project assemblies whenever you want to see new export variables or signals. This build can be manually triggered by clicking the build button at the top right of the editor. So then GD script will automatically put those changes into inspector, but with C#, we have to actually like build the thing and then it will change it in inspector. Interesting. That is at least one reason why I would rather use GD script if possible. And I guess that's their intention, right? Is C# is for people who are good with C#, which I would assume they would already know they're going to need to do that, and that's fine. Or people who really need the functionality of C#, in which case you have no choice but to do that, and then like that's just an accepted consequence. All right. Anything? Okay, nope, that's just all the background info. Well, you know what? No, let's go check. Let's go see if that's actually true. So speed should now be a thing in here somewhere? Where did it specifically say? Shit. Click on the player node and you'll see the property now appears in the script. It has a script variables section. Okay, so if we click on player, player.gd, there is a script variables section. We gotta know where this is. There's a script section. Shit. I'm not seeing it also. Jeez, now I'm in the way down here. Script variables. Let's look at the main headings. Player GD, area 2D, collision object 2D, node 2D, canvas item, node. The word script is down here. Let's see if we can filter properties. Okay, speed is it's just like at the top. Oh my God, it's just at the top. Okay, I mean, in my defense, I was looking for a script variables section, but that just is what this is. Okay, all right, cool, bro, cool. Okay. Your player GD script should already contain a ready and a process function. If you didn't select the default template shown above, create these functions while following the lesson. The ready function is called when a node enters the scene tree, which is a good time to find the size of the game window. Okay. So our ready function is going to get us information about the screen size. I guess that would be important for scaling everything in the game? Sure. Okay. And so then we're just going to replace this. Nope, you can't just paste. You gotta do that. You gotta delete and then paste. Cool, and then it specifically tells you that this is called when the node enters the scene tree for the first time. Cool. Okay. All right. So now we will get information about the screen size, but what are we going to do with it? Also interesting, it's called a viewport. I guess that makes sense. So now we can use we can use the process function to define what the player will do. Process is called every frame, so we'll use it to update elements of our game, which we expect will change often. For the player, we need to do the following. Okay, we need to check for like input, like movement input, and then we need to move in the given direction and play the appropriate animation. So like if we're moving up, it needs to be like the little swimming up direction. If we're moving left or right, it needs to just be the like walking left or right animation. Okay. First, we need to check for input. Is the player pressing a key? For this game, we have 4 direction inputs to check. Input actions are defined in the project settings under Input Map. Here, you can define custom events and assign different keys, mouse events, or other inputs to them. For this game, we will map the arrow keys to the 4 directions. All right, cool. Cool. Click on Project and then Project Settings. To open the Project Settings window, click on the Input Map tab at the top. Type Move Right in the top bar and click the Add button to add the Move Right action. Okay, all right, so let's head back into Godot. I need to be down here because we're not going to be working with the inspector. Okay, so project and then project settings, which is going to be a thing you guys won't see. Project settings. Okay. All right. And actually, you might be able to. Nope. It's just good. Nope. Fuck you, Godot. That's lame. All right, so project settings, input map tab. So at the very top, the second tab is called input map. Okay. Okay, we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff in here. So let me see if I can manually add this window. Should just be called project settings OBS. Probably not, right? Yeah, no. Oof. It just can't actually see this. All right, motherfucker. I think we just need to do desktop. One moment. Desktop capture, display capture. That's what it's called. All right, and we'll just grab our other desktop capture. Oh, hey, it's like the same screen. Okay, but let's get it under the face cam. All right, great. So now you all can see this. Lovely, beautiful, wonderful. Okay, so then what we want to do is actually let's put this below. What do we do here? So I don't. Well. Ooh, no. Because okay, so I need you guys to be able to see Firefox, but I have it zoomed in so you can see it better. So I can't just look at Firefox. Oh my God, this is hard. It is so hard. So then what we can do is just hide that, and then hide that. Okay, all right. Works well enough. And now the annoying thing is I have to navigate my way over there. All right. Ugh. Woof. Okay, so. Oh shit. Music got turned down. Oopsie. So we need to add move right. And it specifically needs to be move underscore right. Okay. So then we're going to go over to here. We'll look back at the desktop. We're going to add a new action, and it's just going to be called move underscore right. Okay, there it is. I kind of... Ooh, oh my God, this is like building Lego. I just want to jump ahead. I want to add move left, move down, move up. But no. 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 Let's not. So we added move right, and we need to assign a key to this action. So we're going to click the plus icon on the right to open the event manager window. All right. So then let's get Godot back, and then we're going to click the plus. And I can just like, bada bing. Okay. Now that's a bit presumptuous of me. So then let's see. Do we want to add anything else? The listening for input field should automatically be selected. Press the right key on your keyboard, and the menu should look like this now. Okay, we did do that. Select the OK button. The right key is now associated with the move right action. Cool. All right. Throwback. Oh my God. Whoa. That cat has quite a donk. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So we're going to do move left, move up, and move down in the same way. Cool. Great. I like that they're kind of just like, just fucking do it, bruh. We told you how to do one. Now you can do the rest. This is a mostly great tutorial. Okay. So now we're going to have move left. And then we will click this, and we just click left, and we just click OK, and then you're done. Oh my God. So, wow. Very wow. Such cool. And so then, nope, no. We just want to click the plus button. So we want to move up, listening for input. We pushed up. Yup. We're going to add a new one. And this one is going to be move down. And we're going to add the down arrow. All right. Look at us. Who's better than us? Most people, probably. Okay, your input map tab should look like this. It does, mostly, pretty much. Pretty much. Click the close button to close the project settings. Note, we only mapped one key to each input action, but you can map multiple keys, joystick buttons, or mouse buttons to the same input action. You can detect whether a key is pressed using input is action pressed, which returns true if it's pressed, or false if it isn't. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. So, now what is this thing that we've moved on to? Also, I'm going to just hop back real quick, and I'm going to click close. Okay, so this is the function process delta, which is going to be our like change in movement. I'm going to blow my nose again. I'll be right back. Okay, I have returned. So, this giant fucking thing is clearly going to be like, if you press a thing, then change your velocity accordingly. Okay. Ooh, and if nothing's being pressed, then the sprite is just in a like not moving form. Oh my God. So we're doing all of this before we even have sprites for everything. Right now we only have sprites for moving up and then walking, which I assume is left and right and maybe backwards, but interesting. Okay. So we start by setting the velocity. I need to scroll. Let's here we go. We start by setting velocity to 0, 0. By default, the player should not be moving. Then we check each input and add or subtract from the velocity to obtain a total direction. For example, if you hold right and down at the same time, the resulting velocity vector will be 1, 1. In this case, we're adding a horizontal and a vertical movement. The player would move faster diagonally than if it just moved horizontally. We can prevent that if we normalize the velocity, which means we set its length to 1. then multiply by the desired speed. This means no more fast diagonal movement. Very cool. Wow. Fucking things I learned in math actually being valuable. Who would have thought? Tip: if you've never used vector math before or need a refresher, you can see an explanation of vector usage in Godot at Vector Math. It's good to know, but won't be necessary for the rest of this tutorial. Sure. Basically, all that it's saying is that if you just go right, or if you just go down, you would move at a specific speed. But if you go down and right, it's going to kind of add those two things together. And there is a way that you can normalize that to say that, like, no, the max you can go is going to be like 1. So if you're going right, you're going to still be going 1. If you're going to go down, you're going to go 1 meter per second, whatever. And if you go down and right, you'll still be going 1 meter per second, just down and right. You're not going to add the two together for down and for right. Sure. We also check whether the player is moving, so we can call play or stop on the animated sprite 2D. Okay. Ooh, a tip. Okay, another tip. The cache sign is shorthand for get node. So in the code above, cache animated sprite 2D.play is the same as get node animated sprite 2D.play. In GD script, the cache symbol returns the node at the relative path from the current node, or returns null if the node is not found. Since animated sprite is a child of the current node, we can use cache animated sprite 2D. All right. Now that we have a movement direction, we can update the player's position. We can also use clamp to prevent it from leaving the screen. Whoa. Clamping a value means restricting it to a given range. Add the following to the bottom of the process function. Make sure it's not indented under the else. Oh my God, for a second I thought it said make sure it's not indented or else. But then my brain was like, no, you're just ignoring words. Okay, so first we need to add this, right? This is our function process delta. So let's go to Godot. Bring up desktop capture. Okay, so this we delete and then replace with this. And then we want to make sure that this matches like exactly to this. Does it? Does it actually? Are the indents correct? Yeah. Yeah, everything looked good. All right. Okay. And so then the other thing we need to do, though, is we're going to add on. Might have to sneeze. Allergies. All right. You know what? It's because I'm getting I just started getting allergy shots again, and I got a shot yesterday. It like makes your allergies worse for a bit, with the goal of making them better overall. But you know, minor losses for long-term gains, long-term wins. Sure, either way, whatever. Okay, so let's scroll down. So we did do this. We've already read these things. So now it wants us to add this at the end of the process function. So we'll hop back into Godot. And then it said something like, make sure it's not indented. Make sure it's not indented under the else. Now, what would that do if it was? It would be part of the else thing. But because of this, it's not. Okay, sure. That seems reasonable. It's a guess. I don't actually know. Tip: the delta parameter in the process function refers to the frame length, the amount of time that the previous frame took to complete. Using this value ensures that your movement will remain consistent even if the frame rate changes. Oh, that's cool. I would assume that having code like that is why, like there are some fucking games where when the game gets laggy, you will tell the game to do something and it will just eat your input and not do it. But other games, even when the game gets laggy, it will not eat your input. It'll just be like, well, that's just going to happen when the next frame happens, but the next frame is like further ahead in the future than you might want because the game's laggy as fuck. Like old Nintendo games, as far as I am aware, like Mega Man will get really laggy, but it will never eat your inputs, which is really fucking nice. And then like some like more modern games will eat your input, and it's so fucking frustrating. It's just like this wasn't a problem, and now on a newer system it's a problem. Like fuck you, get fucking fix your shit. Gotta blow my nose. BRB. All right, we're back. It's time to play our game. It's time. Oh my god, we're gonna play our game. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. Let's see. So before this, we have an error. Unexpected identifier in class body, and that's at 29. What? Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Do we need it to be indented a single thing? Not. Okay. We need it to match like all of this because it's all a part of this function. It's not its own thing. Okay. Okay. So we're just going to save it real quick. And then, well, great. Now we don't have to, nope. Yes? Yes. Oh. Hey. Okay, we did it. Look at that. Look at that. Let's confetti me, OBS. Hell yeah. Ooh. I'm a little guy. Look at me go. I'm so cute. All right. Although, I thought when he looked up, his little eye looked up. Maybe not. Shit. Did I screw that up? It's up. Yeah, when he's looking up, he's supposed to look like that. Okay, now I'm not gonna jump around and try to fix this. I feel like we didn't actually do that yet, so. Okay. All right. Fine. Everything's fine. Let's head back. Yeah, okay, great. We're about to do that. Okay. We did not get an error, so let's just ignore that problem. If you get an error, okay, no, you know what? We'll read the error. For completeness sake. Warning, if you get an error in the debugger panel that says attempt to call function play in base null instance on a null instance, this likely means you spelled the name of the animated sprite 2D node wrong. Node names are case sensitive and cache node name must match the name you see in the scene tree. Sure, okay. All right, choosing animations, here we go. Now that the player can move, we need to change which animation the animated sprite 2D is playing based on its direction. We have the walk animation, which shows the player walking to the right. This animation should be flipped horizontally using flip H property for left movement. Ooh, smart. So you don't even add like a new one. You don't just like make a copy of the sprite and horizontally invert it. You're just gonna tell the code to do that. Okay. We also have the up animation, which should be flipped vertically with flip V for downward movement. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess because he's swimming, so he would just invert his whole fucking body to like go down. Well, at least that's how I conceptualized it. He's swimming or he's floating in space. I don't know. Let's place this code at the end of the process function. Oh boy. Okay, wait, no, let's just click copy. Okay. Note, the Boolean assignment in the code above are a common shorthand for programmers. Sorry, the Boolean assignments in the code above are a common shorthand for programmers. Since we're doing a comparison test and also assigning a Boolean value, we can do both at the same time. Consider this code versus the one-line Boolean assignment above. Okay. I don't fully understand that. Since we're doing a comparison test and also assigning a value, you can do both at the same time. Yeah, I don't fully get the idea. It's saying we don't have to do this. Because this part of the code is up there. This part is not, though. And it looks like it's because it's saying... Like, the else situation is different because it brings in the y velocity. Interesting. All right, don't fully get it. I think that's okay. Okay, so we're going to add this and then we're going to play the scene again. All right. All fucking right. So we just put this at the bottom of the Delta process. And then because it's part of the process, oh God, we're going to have to fucking... Just everybody gets indented again. Are we cool now? We're cool now. Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, buddy. Thank you. Let's just go ahead and save. Okay. So let's just do it. Does it work? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, uh-oh. The debugger's going off. Okay. Okay. So what did I do wrong here? I feel like earlier we may have missed something. Because we added in the, let's see, let's go all the way back up. Oh my God. Okay, so where was the spot where we added in the sprites? Shit, was it the previous part? It might have been the previous part. Oh my God, bro. Sprite animation. Okay. So we added this in. We added a special animation for up and for walking, but when we played the game the first time, we only saw the walking animation. I specifically noted we didn't see up, which I believe I showed you guys. Just his little eyeball, he's looking straight up. Okay, so let's go back and look at that. Because I think I added it in like they said to. So it's in animated sprite 2D. And this is walk. And then here is up. Like we have it. So then the only thing I can think to do is to actually very carefully comb back through what they said. On the left is a list of animations. Click the default one and rename it to walk, which I believe we did. Capitals, and they don't. Oh. Okay, we're gonna take off the capitals. Yeah, the capitals are, yeah, the code calls for walk with, yep. Okay, I think we cracked this bitch. Thank God. Ooh. Ooh, I was about to be so lost if this wasn't a simple fix like this. Okay. So then we'll just try again. Okay. Yeah. It's a little, not having a diagonal looks kind of lame, but oh, it's cute. He's cute. He has such personality with his little kicking legs. Look at him go. Get that mouse out of here. Oh, and we did actually add the clamp thing now, so we can't just escape. Darn. Okay, cool. Great. Fucking problem solved, baby. So now we need to go back to where we actually were. We were encoding the player. And we chose our animations. So, oh my God. Oh boy. Okay. This is, yep. We did all this. Then there was this warning we didn't have a problem with. Okay. Art. Tip. A common mistake here is to type the names of the animations wrong. The animation names in the sprite frames panel must match what you type in the code, you dumbass. If you name the animation walk with a capital W, you must also use a capital W in the code. Ah, they knew. They knew what I was going to do. And if I had just read the next line, they would have told me. Poop. All right. When you're sure the movement is working correctly, add this line to the ready function. The player will be hidden when the game starts. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So the ready function is just right here. So we're gonna add that, and then it's probably gonna be mad because it's not in line. It's not part of the function. Now it's indented, so it's included as part of the function. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Preparing for collisions. We want player to detect when it's hit by an enemy, but we haven't made any enemies yet. That's okay, because we're going to use Godot's signal functionality to make it work. Add the following at the top of the script. If you're using GD script, add it after extends area 2D. If you're using C sharp. If you're using C sharp, add it after the public partial class player : area 2D. Okay. So we're just going to be ready for a signal called a hit. Okay. Cool. And then later we will code that when an enemy's thing overlaps our thing, that they let out a signal that's called a hit. But we're going to already be ready for it. And I assume... Will our code detect that as an error? Will it be mad about that? No. Okay. All right. I guess. I kind of thought it would be like, yo, dude, that doesn't do anything. That doesn't go anywhere. Maybe not. I gotta blow my nose again. God damn it. I'm gonna need to go take an allergy pill. I'll do it at the break. Bleh. All right, we're back. Hello, Bob Joe Pie. How's it going, dude? Allergies suck, y'all. Okay, so we added our signal hit. This defines a custom signal called hit that we will have our player emit or send out when it collides with an enemy. We will use area 2D to detect the collision. Select the player node and click the node tab next to the inspector tab to see the list of signals the player can emit. And to notice our custom hit signal is there as well. Since our enemies are going to be rigid body 2D nodes, we want the body entered body node 2D signal. The signal will be emitted when a body contacts the player. Okay, cool. So we don't have to make the enemies first. We can just say when anybody contacts it, because the only bodies that will be contacting it are enemies. Okay. Click connect, and the connect to signal window appears. All right, all right. You've been feeling sick the past week until yesterday, but you're all good now? Well, that's nice. I'm not like sick. I just have fucking allergies. I got an allergy shot yesterday, which makes my allergies worse for like a day. It is inconvenient, but if I just take an extra pill, I should be fine. Just forgot to do that this morning, so. But whatever, it's that time of year. Everybody's got a fucking sniffly nose at some point during the winter. Maybe not everybody, lots of people. Okay, so let's do this. So what we need to do is be back in here? Shoot. Okay, hold on. You want to select the player node, then click the node tab next to the inspector to see the list of signals. So let's do that first, right? So we want to go up to here. And then the thing that we made is called hit. And I guess, do I need to be up here? There we go. Yeah, I need to be, nope. I'm in the way. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. So I was in here before, but we need to actually be selecting the player parent node, and then we can see the hit thing. And what the hell are we doing with that? We're doing something with it. Notice our hit signal is there. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, the signal will be emitted. Okay, we want the body entered body : node 2D. Okay. That guy. We want that guy. Okay. Sure. Sure. So we want that. The signal will be emitted when a body contacts the player. Click connect, and the connect a signal window appears. Okay. Let's find that. And I'm gonna have to blow my nose again. This is inconvenient. Fucking knocked my box of tissues off my shelf. All right, so do we just double click on this? No, the connect button, bro. It's impossible to not be in the way constantly. Okay, so we just whoop down here. There's a connect button. So if we do that, okay, we have now opened the connect a signal to a method window. Okay. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there bit by bit. Baby steps. Godot will create a function with that exact name directly in script for you. You don't need to change the default settings right now. Warning, if you're using an external text editor, for example, Visual Studio Code, a bug currently prevents Godot from doing so. You'll be sent to your external editor, but the new function won't be there. In this case, you'll need to write the function yourself in the player's script file. I wonder if the Godot people ever do like postmortems or like YouTube videos where they talk about bugs like this. I would be interested in knowing, like, once they finally squashed it. Like that seems like that shouldn't be a hard thing to have it do. But obviously I know nothing. The number of pieces of software I've created is 0. All right. So then essentially we should just be able to connect it by default. Like we should just be able to click connect is what they're saying. If we go back to the window, like we just click connect and it should be fine. Okay. So they added the function for us. Great. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. We're getting there. All right. Note the green icon indicating that a signal is connected to this function. This does not mean the function exists, only that the signal will attempt to connect to a function with that name. So double check the spelling of the function matches exactly. Double check that the spelling of the function matches exactly. Next, add this code to the function. Okay. So, I mean, really, we're like kind of replacing, not just adding, but... Okay, let's see what happens if we copy the whole thing. Sure. Crap. Bro, I'm fucking dying. Okay. Boo. Eyes are watering. Not a fun experience. We copied this, so then we're going to hop back over to Godot. Sure. And then let's see what happens if we delete you, but then we paste you. We're good. We still have the little, like, there's a signal coming in. Okay. Okay. Cool. Back to this. So now each time the enemy hits the player, the signal is going to be emitted. We need to disable the player's collision so that we don't trigger the hit signal more than once. Ooh. Sure. Games that don't do that are fucking brutal. The TMNT game that I'm playing, when you get hit, you can get hit like once a frame by an enemy. And so if they get like all up on you, it fucking sucks. You can seldom knock enemies back. They knock you back a little bit, but if they're running at you, they'll just gain ground on you and knock you back. When's the next TMNT stream? Well, it was gonna be Friday, but I think actually we're leaving Friday. We hadn't decided until this weekend. So I think, shit, what's gonna happen? It won't be this Friday, it'll be the Friday after. It'll be the 29th. Will be the next time that I'm playing TMNT. And hopefully winning. We're at the end. Hotspot stream while Crazy Pants drives. Oh my god. Bro, my phone can't handle that. Oh, also, I wouldn't have my computer. And my laptop absolutely could not handle OBS. It can handle TMNT. It's like a, oh my god, it's like a 10-year-old laptop at this point. Holy shit. Holy shit, that bitch is old. It can no longer handle playing even like an old video game and watching a stream on Twitch. Twitch just constantly crashes. Crap, I gotta blow my nose again. Oh my god, I'm dying here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use some extra nose spray. Sounds like a me problem. Figure it out. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out by not streaming, Teamworm, and now it's a you problem. I solved my me problem by making it a you problem. You're welcome. You figure it out. Okay, here's how you could solve it. If you send me, God, what would we need? I have a phone that can technically hotspot. It probably wouldn't be great. You would have to send me like a laptop that is capable of running OBS and streaming a game, and some kind of power supply, like one of those sweet like Jackery, like portable power things. You do that. You send me those things. And we're good. And there we go. There's the solution. Send me the equipment and we'll do it. Okay, drop address. I will. You show me the Amazon cart, and I will DM you on like Discord my address. And you have You have like 3 days to get it to me. So you might need to do like 1 day shipping. I don't know. Maybe you've got Prime and they'll get it here in 2. I don't know. I don't know. But you know, you send me the picture of the full cart with the laptop and the Jackery battery, and that will earn you my address. All right. Stupid bullshit aside, what the hell are we doing? Right, here we go. Oh my god, those fucking emotes are so cute. God damn it, they're so cute. I am envious of those emotes. I would love to have some adorable emotes. I don't have a fun animal theme. I should rebrand instead of Subpar Seth. I should be like, I don't know, what's a cool animal that starts with an S? Wow, now all I can think of is Sphinx. Nope. That's not even an animal. Google? Give me some cool animals that start with an S. Seahorse. Seahorse. Sea otter. Otters are cute. Ooh, salamander could be fun. Also, yeah, snake. Sea urchin is a little bit no. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share my desktop for just a moment. Google seems to have a bit of a problem. I saw sea otter and I was like, that's cool. Sea otters are cute. And then I clicked it and I was like, that's not a cute sea otter, bro. What? How do you get that wrong? A serval is pretty cool. They're a highly efficient hunter. Being successful in around 50% of their hunting attempts. Damn, highly successful is a 50% success rate. That's brutal. All right. Anyway, maybe we'll think about a rebrand for some fun emotes. But then obviously I'd have to pay someone to make them because like I can't do art. Fuck. And if I do art, then I want to do like art for the game. So shit, dude, there's too much stuff. There's too much cool, fun stuff to do. I would like to live 20,000 years and maybe then I could do all the cool, fun stuff. But I think really they would just make more cool stuff while I was doing the stuff on my cool stuff list. And then the cool stuff list would just grow forever. Which is why, if anybody is a vampire, please come bite me. I would like to live forever. I can easily accept not going in the sun. That is perfectly fine for me. Totally fine. So somebody come hit me with that sweet, sweet vampire curse, please. Okay, so we're now at the point where we don't want to get hit more than once when our 2D sprite collides with the enemy sprite. Note, disabling the area's collision shape can cause an error if it happens in the middle of the engine's collision processing. Using set deferred tells Godot to wait to disable the shape until it's safe to do so. Oh my god, okay, I wish it would automatically do that. That's a scary thing to know. There's a funny part about Destiny 2 where one of the cool things about Destiny is while it's loading, you can look in your like character menu and like equip things or delete things or change your loadout, whatever. But when right as you load into an area, right when the loading is finished, it pulls you out of that and people get really mad about it. But it's because if they didn't do that, you could make a change that would cause an error to your character and like corrupt your data. So they pull you out and stop you from doing it every single time that it would cause problems. And in Destiny 1, it used to do it a lot more. So they made it better in Destiny 2. It only does it like one time. It used to do it at 2 different times every time you would load into a new area. Now it only does it right at the end. And it's so funny that people get mad about it. They're like, just fucking stop that. And it's like, dude, like my brother in Christ, no fucking games let you do that. Like, just be happy that Destiny lets you do that. People are dumb. Yeah. As a fellow dumb person, I understand. As I get older more and more, when I see people doing dumb shit like that, I'm judgmental of them, but I'm also like, I'm probably like this with some things, so I understand. It's okay. You just gotta relax, bro. Like, you already have it so much better than in like most other games. Like, it's just be okay with pretty good, maybe. Fuck, I don't know. Anyway, that's cool. That's cool they let you know about that and that you can just defer it to a point where it's safe. I feel like when I'm making my game, I'm going to maybe use this more often than I need to. Okay, the last piece is to add a function that we can call to reset the player when starting a new game. Okay, so shit, we skipped actually adding the part to make sure that we don't trigger the hit more than once. So, or did we? No, we added that. We added that. Yep, collision shape set, deferred, disabled, true. Yep, yeah. Okay, we did do this. Okay, great. I just got distracted by the fucking million times I had to blow my fucking nose. Okay. So the last piece is to add this function, which will reset the player when starting a new game. Changes the starting position. Position equals POS. Interesting. So then this starting position is like already defined? Interesting. Okay. All right. My lack of understanding of code. Nope, you can just click the copy button, bro. My lack of understanding of code is clearly showing. It was like this learning Fortran as well. Like, it's just like reading a weird language. It's not even like reading a language you don't speak. It's like reading a language you speak where people are just talking fucking weird. Okay, so we're just gonna add a little bit to the end. Hopefully we can just have some extra lines. And this time it just like auto embedded. Is this okay? Some of this needs to be indented. Hold on. All of it, right? Everything that's under, right? This shows you're part of the function. There you go. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Oh, we still have an error thing. We have one warning in the bottom. Whatever. We'll figure it out soon. Okay, so with the player working, we'll work on the enemy in the next lesson. Okay. All right, let's start on that. Why not? We have 12 minutes. Let's do it. Creating the enemy. Sounds like a bad idea, but all right. Now it's time to make the enemies our player will have to dodge. Their behavior will not be very complex. Mobs will spawn randomly at the edges of the screen, choose a random direction, and move in a straight line. We'll create a mob scene, which we can then instance to create any number of independent mobs in the game. Right, like we did with the balls. We made a bunch of those balls that all like fell. Right. Okay, node setup. Click Scene, New Scene from the top menu and add the following nodes. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so then this is going to be the parent node and these are all child nodes. Don't forget to set the children so they can't be selected. Ah, okay. Okay, so rigid body 2D named mob. We're going to start there. All right. Okay. So scene, new scene. Scene, new scene. I should also go and move me down here. Okay, so scene. And then this is the new scene button. No, that's add child node. I'm just gonna do it from up here then. Okay. And it's a 2D scene. And then shit. Isn't there supposed to be a list? Hold on. Can I like Control Z this? Great. Or is it other node? Crap. I think it's other node. It's other node brings up the list. Wow, it still has the thing we searched before. Okay, so hold on, we'll go back. And it's called rigid body 2D. And we're gonna name it mob. Nope, need to click in the window, buddy. Rigid body 2D. Okay. This feels different. Okay, so we want to name this I just like, yep. Okay, so we want to name this mob. Oh God, do I want to? I don't think I want to capitalize it. It is capitalized. Damn it. Okay. All right. And wait, does that symbol look right? We need a rigid body 2D dock named mob. So I feel like maybe this is wrong. How? We'll just go with it. Just go with it for now. Why not? So if we go over to this 2D thing, then it's up here that we say, like, don't let the children be selected. Carl Jobst, oh my God. Carl Jobst made a recent video about cheating in zombies. Yeah, I think I watched that. It was like the guy that he spliced together a bunch of runs and he didn't make sure the timer added up correctly. And like all the people watching it, like trying to ask him about it, were like so nice to be like, dude, can you explain this? I do remember that. I think only like one person was like absolutely like sure that he was fucking cheating. And then the guy said he cheated on that run, but not on any of his others or something like that. I remember watching that. Although maybe there's a more recent update to it or something. I don't know. I also last night saw Carl Jobst, or maybe it was Mudahar, the guy from Some Ordinary Gamers, somebody who was investigating the charity fraud thing from The Completionist, who it seems like absolutely 100% did some heckin' charity fraud. They released the Discord call between Carl and Mudahar and Gerard, who is The Completionist. And like, holy shit, Carl Jobst, like the whole time just sounds like so fucking like disgusted with Gerard, as Gerard tries to just be like, this is like gonna ruin my whole fucking career. This is so bad. And like the whole time Mudahar is like in this good mood, like, no man, like it's fine. You just like, you have the money. You said you didn't steal any of it. It's probably there. Like, I believe you. You seem like a good dude. You just gotta donate the money and this won't be a big thing. And Gerard keeps acting like it's going to destroy his career because clearly they hadn't found out the bad thing yet, which was that money from the golf tournament was like not actually being put into the charity properly. It's been spirited away somewhere. It seemed minor before his apology. Yeah, dude. In Carl's video, he calls him a pathetic bitch with some real emotion. Dude, you can tell the whole Discord call, like Carl is like, oh my God, you're like a disgusting human being and you're just like trying to get out of this and like fuck you, man. Like it's so funny. Oh my God. Like Carl is clearly just like disgusted that Gerard would like use his mom's death and illness as like a way to essentially steal money from viewers. And oh, it's so good. It's so fucking good how like mad Carl is at how like he's just trying to hold back, and Carl admits he like didn't even want to talk to Gerard and just wanted to make the video about what was going on without talking to him, but Mudahar wanted to talk to Gerard about it. And so that like Carl was still polite, but like you could just feel the fucking like contempt in his voice with everything that he said. Oh, it was so fucking funny. Oh my God. And yeah, Gerard made it so much worse for himself. The way that he kept being like this is going to destroy my career, even though throughout the whole call, they were basically just like, look, man, all we know right now is you haven't donated money. Like it's fine. Just donate the money. But like the way he was acting made it seem clear like, oh, it's more than just that you haven't donated the money. There's something else wrong here. Oh my God. And then at some point Gerard was like, are you sure? Like, what are the odds you guys are going to make a video about this? Are you like, how long do I have? Could you like maybe not make a video about it? You know, I'm not trying to like get ahead of this, but like, you know, I need to know how much time I have. Oh my God. Ugh, holy shit. Yeah. Gerard just fucking made things so much worse. Holy shit. Okay. So let's get back to actual things. I really like Carl Jobst. He's entertaining. I like the videos he makes. It seemed like it touched a personal that call was like personally emotional for him because I think his mother had died recently. And so it was like he was just like so mad that somebody would do this and like misuse their own mother's name. Oh my God, it was whew. Ooh. And the difference between his attitude and the way he spoke compared to how Mutahar spoke. It was so clear that like Carl was just like, oh my fucking God, this guy's a bastard. Ugh. Okay, so we need to add these. Animated sprite 2D, collision shape 2D, video on screen notifier 2D. Okay. All right. Actually, shit. Okay, we have 4 minutes. So I feel like actually this is a good place to come back, because the further I get into this, the harder it's going to be to restart or to get back into it. So Christmas is a week from yesterday, and then I'm coming back home a week from today. So we will not be streaming this again next week. But the week after, I'll be back on the 2nd, and then we'll keep working our way through the tutorial. And I had planned to play some Temetsi after this, but like my nose, I don't know if it comes through the mic, but like my nose is just so full of, well, not my nose, my sinuses are so full of fucking junk that it feels weird to fucking talk. And I think we're gonna call it here today, which, you know, I'm sorry, no Temetsi. I truly enjoy Temetsi, so I'm kind of sad about that. I could just play it by myself, but I'm not going to do that. Or I could stream it and not talk, but also that's weird too. So we'll wait till tomorrow. I'll take extra allergy meds tomorrow. And we'll even if it's bad, we'll fucking power through it. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. What the hell are we doing? It's Wednesday, so we're going to play Pokemon Infinite Fusion and open a Pokemon booster and then play some Temetsi. So I don't know. Thanks for hanging out, dudes, and I'll see you around. Have a nice fucking day.